As you may.
We're going to work on a technique called step back jack, which will be fun. You probably haven't seen it before because I've just made it up. What I would like to do is have you form a circle because I wander a lot. And that way I can't escape, and Hachi Baker won't have to go so far to find me to keep me on camera. So, what's true?
Remember Colorado in the circle? It did not work well.
Yeah, but all these people, you're like my guard. And you over here, is your nickname Hammer? Yeah. You have a street name? Are you in a street game? You want to be the Badger? So, here's the deal. I want to change our language a little bit. You know, in karate, it's all about attack, defend, attack, defend. Let me give you another word to use. How about initiate and respond? Somebody initiates whatever, and you're going to respond to that. Have you discovered that blocking is kind of hard to do? A lot of times in karate, you get about right here, and then you eat it. However, parry and deflection is really easy to do. Blocking's kind of hard, so if you change the way you think about it, you'll probably change the way you do it. How many times have you been out there, the old hammers and making tactics over it? You go, I didn't even see that coming. Or, was that your block? No, it wasn't, but it was a pretty good parry. Sorry, Ken, I turned my back. It was an accident. I wasn't thinking. Let's blame it on Patrick. So, initiate and respond is different from attack and defend. It doesn't mean I did anything except I just initiated a movement or I responded to yours. So, when we're in a fight, you have been in a fight this week, haven't you? If you haven't been in a fight every week, how are you going to keep your skills up? If you are in a fight every week and you're not a first responder or a professional, you should change your lifestyle. Whatever it is you're doing, you're in the wrong place doing the wrong stuff. However, if you do get into an encounter, I'll use my synonyms now. When does that encounter start? At the time and place of my choosing. Always my choosing. You mean you can't stay away from somebody for the next 30 seconds before you decide I've had about enough of you? What's the most basic form of self-defense? Running. Running is the most basic form. And sticks and rocks come next. I'm going to run over, pick up a stick and hit you with it, or pick up a rock and throw it at you. And then I'm going to run some more while you dodge it. My basic rule of self-defense is I can run faster scared than you can man. That would be the old story about the rabbit or the rabbit being chased by the lion. I'll bet that rabbit can run pretty fast. I can run pretty fast, and I'm kind of gimpy. But if Brett's after me and he's got an attitude, I'm getting out of dodge. So let's work on this technique for a second. So what happens in karate is you become a one-step, one-handed fighter. Everything's always punch with your right, do this. Occasionally, if you have a wild instructor who's nuts, they may tell you to punch with the left. And you feel like you're in a whole different world, a new dimension. Let's look at what they call it. It is a one-step drill, right? We're going to take one step and the pounding begins. Until you meet someone who says, well, I'm only on the first step of a 5-step run. And you're about to meet step number 2, 3, and 4. Or if you're a professional and you're into the game, you're in a ring. How far are you going to run until you hit the cage? And you'll be running no more. So let's work on a drill for inside fighting on how you can learn how to start using 2 hands. And fortunately, I have 2 Ukis who are familiar with my... Mike, did you just squint your eyes at me? Oh. Mike, after all these years, you should know my ways. They're weird. Well, come on. So we're right here, and he's done whatever he's going to do. You remember my story about stupid stance and dumb distance? If he's able to touch you and not take a stance, you are at a dumb distance. He will sit there and go, duh, and I never saw that. I want to be in a position where if he has to touch me, have you noticed that if they're taller than you, they're probably longer? which is a real problem for you if he makes the first move. He'll just go badoo, and the fight will be over, and you won't be able to find a stick. So I'm right here, and he comes in. When he comes in, so, no, you can come get me. No, you can come get me. See where I'm at? I only took one step. The problem is, where am I going on step 2? So what I want you to work on is, most of you have a one-step something. It says sidestep, punch them, kick them, bite them in the head. I don't care what it is. But as soon as you hit them, what are you going to do next? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch hands, and I'm going to step in and hit you again. How many karate guys work at overhand right? 0. They never heard of it. They call it a ridge hand, which works really good until you break that thumb. And you think, well, I'll be okay in a couple of weeks. Your problem is the next 20 seconds. So when I'm over here and I hit, I work the body. I only work the body so I can get to the head. I can't reach his head. But if I can double him over, I'm pretty sure I can reach that head. See, could you work that drill you just did and block here? Yes, you could. When you hit, come back. I'm going to hit again, switch hand, and hit again. And then I want to charge this guy back. So if he's doing all the initiating, I'm probably going to be busy with all his stuff until he sees some of my stuff. If I can give him some of my stuff, now he's got problems. Have you noticed he's bigger than me? I'm sorry, Ken. It's not my fault he's bigger. So what happens is, now I clear this and whatever, it doesn't matter what I did. You see where I'm at right here? I got this hand on him and I'm going to drive him back. And while I drive him back, I'm going to continue hitting him. Here's what karate guys do. They go, take that, you dog, and pretty soon they just pick you up and walk off with you. And right here, John can take that punch forever. He'll go, see, you're such a funny little feller. He goes, hit. And when I come back, I'm going to switch hands and I'm going to hit again. He's probably ready for that one, but won't he be surprised when he sees that one? Or if you're in Kimbo, ridge pin to the group, which is considered extra credit. Sorry, Don. I'm going to set this drill up. So when I step in, here's what most people do. They step in and collapse their own guard. Jeb will go, oh, that's just where I want you to be. What do you think Jeb's going to do? He will be on you like an octopus. So when I'm right here, I want to be right here. I want to keep this hand out. This is your brace. This allows me to control that distance on the inside. I'm going to step in, block, and hit. So our drill, your little one step is, oh my gosh, I didn't see that coming. Take that, you dog. And I'm going to step in and hit you. I'll go a little slow. Ain't okay. He's going to kill me. And when I hit, I want to pull that hand back. If you leave that out there, you're going to absorb your own energy. And now they have something to catch. I'm going to come back, and when I come back and I come out again, I'm going to switch hands and hit him again. Let's try the drill. So this time, I don't care, step inside or outside. Doesn't matter. Oh my goodness. Here's your clear, here's your hit, and then clear. We're going to hit again. Ready? Let's try it. Get a partner. Don't kill them. Talking to your girlfriend, you can always get enough. I'm just, don't tell Mom, my nephew is 21. I said, do you have a girlfriend? He said, I have 5. And I said, well, what's their names? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I thought, I'll never see where they put the body. I'll never see this guy again. He was a little ornery at 21, but it was pretty funny. I said, if Monday ever meets Tuesday, you'll never see Wednesday. So here we go, John's up. So it doesn't matter. You got a million ways you practice on not getting hit. If you're not getting hit, then they need to be hit. Because they started. I'm going to step in here. I'm going to strike. I'm going to hit 1, 2, clear. You see, my hand never came off of him. And what I want you to remember is you're always driving them back. If you get here and you stop, they're going to drive you back. And you're going to be punching like this. So at this point, low, high, clear, low, high. And remember Kimbo magic trick? Reach hand to the groin. Which is almost always unexpected. I knew you would like that. Ready? Let's try it again. Steps in, check the body, hit low and high. 1, 2, and then switch low and high. On your own, go as fast as you want. Don't kill each other. Because it's his turn next. Ready? Go. Start. Fight starts when
you're ready.
When you're ready. At the time and place of your choosing. Unless they're cycling. If they just walk down the street and they're cycling, they shake hands and hit you. There's not much you can do about that except not walk down the street. But the point that your warning antenna are up, you already know it's coming, do you not? Haven't you been able to figure out when things are about to turn ugly? And usually when I do that, I disappear. I'm never actually there when the fight starts, but I probably did instigate it. But I try not to be present. So once your antenna go, things are about to go ugly, the fight has actually started. You don't have to hit them first, but you have to not be moved. So this whole drill is more about attitude than anything else. There's a point where when you figure out that you can't run and you've gone through your stages of denial, usually starting with, I can't believe this is happening, and I don't know why you're upset. And that is the number one problem with road rage. You get out of the car, and you don't know what's wrong, but they're already at DEFCON 4, and here they come, and you have to go from nice guy to mad dog in a heartbeat. It's pretty hard to do, unless you're trained and used to responding that way. So this drill says, get your hand up, don't collapse the guard, move in, hit them like 2 million times. If this hand gets tired, hit them with the other hand, and the whole time you are moving them back. Never let them move you forward. If I'm moving you back, it is possible they can sidestep you, but it takes a lot of skill and composure to do it. Just think about it. If I irritated Jeb, which I'm certainly capable of, if I irritate Jeb and he's got an attitude and he's decided to run you into the wall, you'd better be pretty quick if you want to sidestep him. It can be done, but only Hansi Baker. Mm-hmm. Hansi Baker could do it because he knows Tai Chi. Is that wrong with them? I'll regret that. So, see, I got the idea. So, I'm going to drive you back. I'm going to hit you all the time, and I'm going to switch hands and hit you again. When you hit, try and double up. Don't just throw one punch and stop. Karate people kind of figure, I'm just going to have one time and the fight's over. Well, that's the goal, but have you found that not all your stuff always works? So, I hate it. You can ask Jeb, when you hit somebody as hard as you can and they go, whoa, you better have a plan B. And not only that, your plan B had better already be executed. If you wait, you don't want to hit them and see how that went. I want to hit them and let you eat another one, and we'll see how it goes when you hit the wall. Does that make sense? I'm just making this up as I go. Right? Okay, ready? Let's try it again. Double it up. You're going to strike, come in, hit low, and hit high. Same hand. Before you switch hands, hit 2 times before you switch hands. Ready? Go. And right like to drive them back the whole time. You're not going to punch them once and stop. You're going to punch them 1,000,000 times and drive them all the way back into the wall, or the cage, or the nearest parked car, or somebody else who is kneeled down behind them so they can help you triple. You do bring your friends to the fight, don't you? Why would I fight you alone when I have all my friends with me? If they're not helping me, I'm going to get you friends. Would you? Because clearly these people are not your friends. If they were your friends, they would help you get in trouble. You know the difference between cronies and henchmen? Cronies are the ones you get in trouble with. The henchmen, they help you plan it. You ever think about that one, Jim? That's right. That's when you're in the principal's office for detention, and your friend's with you, and he says, "Man, that was fun." And your henchman says, "That was fun. Let's do it again tomorrow." That would be the henchman. Okay, got the idea. So here's the clue: you're going to hit low, you're going to hit high. You're going to switch in, take a step, push them back, hit low and high again. Always pushing them back. Never let them push you back. When they push you back, they now have the initiative, and you have to solve problems. You have to solve whatever problems they're giving you. Does that make sense? Well, thank you all for coming. We have to go take pictures and eat lunch. Let's line up real quick.